Hello, guys. Welcome to day number 4. Yes, day number 4. Hello. Welcome. So today is day number 4 of this brand new series that we kicked off for the year, first quarter foundations for making $10,000. And tonight I felt so inspired to actually talk to those that are actually working a full-time job and to help you understand, number one, how I was able to build my business up to $6,000 months while I was working full-time, and to offer up some suggestions on what I would do now if I were you, based upon the information that I have, based upon my recommendations, to help you in really navigating all of this and gaining great momentum during this first quarter, even if you have a full-time job, because it is absolutely possible. And in my opinion, it's like way more doable and even easier to get set up and get going now than it was when I first got started, because everything that I had to learn, I was out there learning the tech. I was learning coding. I was learning HTML. And nothing was really just plug and play simple. So I had a greater learning curve. I didn't have everything all nicely and neatly packaged like we do in our digital marketing course. I didn't have a mentor like myself in my corner. I literally had to figure out so much on my own. And so tonight I really want to help you see that you can absolutely do this. And even if you have a full-time job, that you can build great momentum in your first 90 days. All right. In my first 90 days, I did some incredible things when I first got started. You guys probably know my story. Those that, know me, my very first 30 days online, I was able to make 28 sales because I focused on what mattered most inside of my business. And so tonight, I'm hoping that I can put everything in perspective. I can help you gain some priority around what you're actually doing inside of your business, and whether or not you're working full time or whether or not you have all the time in the world to build your business. I really believe tonight's going to be impactful, again, to help you in learning how to prioritize where you need to focus and how to get the most out of your time, whether it's just a couple of hours a day because you do work full time, or whether it's, 4 or 5 hours because you are doing this, full time from home. So if you are full time, like if you work full time right now, type in full time in the live chat. I'm just curious, right? Who is actually working full time? Veronica, my girl, Veronica, full time. Yes. And even working full time, when you got started, you got your entire business set up within 3 weeks. Impressive. All right. So I don't see anyone else chiming in. Okay. Full time. I know for a fact today's going to be able to help you guys though. All right. And tomorrow is going to be, I'm so excited for tomorrow's session. I think I'm going to probably cry on tomorrow's session, but I'm really, really excited about tomorrow's session. So, and I believe tomorrow, I'm thinking we'll do tomorrow. And then I'm thinking of doing Saturday, doing a Super Saturday, and kind of closing out the session on Saturday with a bang. So yeah, I'm excited, super excited. So last night I talked about you guys how, right, my YouTube channel was at 13,000 for 28 days. Guess what, y'all? Right now it's at 18,000 views over the past 28 days. It just keeps growing. It just keeps exploding. Oh, and with that in mind, for all community members, I'll just do a little housekeeping while we wait for people to pop on and so forth. And I'll also give a call to action while I'm talking about this as well. On Monday, okay, put it on your calendars because y'all know that I'm the queen of last minute. On your calendar, today is Thursday, which means you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days notice, or maybe 4 days notice, the way that, however you want to look at it. But on Monday night, right, we are going to do our first community mastermind, our first community hangout, our first community training on Monday. All right. And it's all about marketing. We're going to really dive deep into the top of the funnel. And I'm going to break down, some more things that are going on inside of my business to help you guys in really, really getting this. All right. I say that. All right. Now I'll lead into this. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you guys, on Monday. All right. So Put it in your calendars. You're going to want to be there. All right. That's our first community hangout, our private hangout on Monday night. All right. For anyone that's out there, all right, if you've been looking at the digital marketing courses that I sell that also give you master resale rights, they are learn and earn courses where you get to learn from them and you also get to earn from them by actually selling them as your own. This has been like the path of least resistance inside of my business. My business has just like really, really transformed ever since I got a hold of these courses. And for anyone that actually gets involved in one of these courses, purchases one of them by the 11th, right, you're also going to get community mentorship and support access for all of first quarter. All right, totally comp for you. And again, I'm doing that because I want to help you really build up momentum and really solidify like your place in your business during these first 3 months. All right. So anyone that takes action by the 11th. All right. So the roadmap 2.0 is a $500 investment. You get learn and earn opportunities with both. Passive Profit Millionaire is a $340 investment. What's today? Today's the 4th, the 6th. There's going to be a bunch of stuff being added to Passive Profit Millionaire, a ton of stuff. I'm so doggone excited. You really can't go wrong no matter which one you choose. I would tell you, like, if you feel like you don't have a very strong digital marketing foundation and maybe you really like enjoy what you see out of my business and you want to like model my style of business, and or you feel like you want to know and learn what it is that I've learned over all these years, the roadmap, like, definitely is the way that you want to go. You can always add a Passive Profit Millionaire on later down the road, or you can go ahead and just purchase them both. If you go to the link down below in the description, I have a really great bundle deal where when you purchase both of them, you get all 10 products that are in my store. All right. And the store link is down below as well. So when you purchase the bundle, all right, and that applies to anyone. If you're already in the roadmap and you want to add Passive Profit Millionaire on, you'll still get all the 10 products that are actually in my store. And that gives you an opportunity to be able to model my store and end up having 13 income streams inside of your business. All of them learn and earn. All of them give you the opportunity to sell as your own. And all of them allow you to empower other people to do what? You give other people opportunity. When they buy the products from your store or they buy the courses from you, you are giving them an opportunity to learn and to pick up better resources for their business. And right, you're also giving them an opportunity to have ready-made opportunities to earn. Y'all, that's exactly how I got started and how I got off to such a fast start, as I didn't have to think about creating anything. I was able to jump into something that gave me the opportunity to sell the little ebook as my own. And that allowed me to get out there, start marketing, and only worry about what I had to worry about, which was marketing. And that allowed me to make my first sale in 3 days and 28 sales in my first 30 days. All right. So if you have any questions, like, this is not the time to be shy, because as you can tell, there's a lot of savings on the table right now. All right. So if you do have any questions, feel free to email me. A lot of people have been emailing me and I'm okay with it. Like, as long as you know you're not wasting someone's time and you really have legit questions about getting started, you want to make the best decision, I'm here for you. Right. I am here for you because I want to hook you up. For anyone that's been plugging into my channel, my videos, my emails, like, my whole mindset, my whole mentality is everything in my business is about allowing people to get started with making money online, the path of least resistance, right? And let's just run up this done for you money, right? Let's run up this done for you money. Why go out there and create and spend time creating all these digital products and these digital assets when we have wonderful products that we can just license and begin selling? It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So again, any course that you purchase, right, down below, Make Money Online with Steph.com, either the Roadmap 2.0 or Passive Profit Millionaire or both, right? And you're going to get access to the mentorship and support community for all of first quarter. All right. And I have something really sweet that I'm going to be announcing on Monday as well, in terms of the mentorship component inside of the community also. So really excited about that. All right. So here we go. All right. So tonight we're talking about, again, first quarter foundations for making $10,000. And tonight we're focusing on, while doing this, right, doing this while having a full-time job. All right. Doing this while having a full-time job. All right. So number one, it's so important. And we talked about this on day number 2 in terms of systems. So I'm not going to like beat this up too much, but it's so important. When you have a full-time job, like you're not going to be the person to do like all-nighters like I do sometimes. Like when I put together my store, I did 2 all-nighters pretty much back to back and got like maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, between the 2 days, right? Because I was adamant about getting it up and going. When you're working a full-time job, you're working your full-time job. Like that is it's your highest priority. It has to be. That's your livelihood. Don't let anyone ever tell you different either. That's your livelihood. You have to protect it. All right. A lot of y'all are funding your businesses from your livelihood. So don't mess that up. All right. It just simply means you've got to be more mindful over the time that you are going to devote inside of your business. And I hope tonight helps you prioritize that. So the very first thing that I thought about when I was thinking about like when I got started, right, is you want to make sure that you establish how did I write that? Establish what has gotten done. Establish what has to get done. Can't read my own typing. Establish what has to get done right now to get you on track. So it's so important you recognize where you are right now. All right. So whether you're like in my community and I'm talking to you very directly right now, based upon I know what we have going on here, or whether you're just out there with your own business, right? And you're wanting to build up momentum. It's so important that you actually look at your business right now and say, what do I actually have? Where are the deficiencies that I know I've got to get set up before I can even think about like really getting out there and marketing this thing? Right? You need to sit down and get honest with yourself about where you are in your business and what actually has to get done. And you've got to decide to get it done. All right. Towards the end of this, I'll talk about, right, like in my opinion, when we think about like having like minimal viability, I'm going to talk about like what you should have set up at a minimum. It may seem like a lot to you, but it really is not. But at a minimum, you want to have these things set up. All right. So you want to make sure you sit down and you figure out, okay, these are the things that need to get done, and you get them done. Remember yesterday we talked about marketing. We talked about how much when you have a 24/7 money getting system and you're out there doing your marketing, right, that your system's working for you. You want to have as much leverage working for you when you are working full time, so that the little bit of time that you do devote to your business, you know that you have a back end of your business that is actually working for you. Now, that's exactly how I was able to go to work and come home to sales, right, repeatedly in my business. Imagine that for a second for yourself. I really want you to imagine that you go to work, and unlike me, I didn't have a smartphone then, right? So I didn't know I made money until I got home, until I got my first BlackBerry, so many years ago, right? And then I was able to like know what was going on. But initially, I had to wait till I got home to see like what the chatter was in my business. Imagine your phone cha-chinging while you're at work. Imagine getting leads while you're at work. Imagine your audience like racking up views and or engagement like while you're at work, right? Imagine making sales while you are at work. It is all possible if you will do the due diligence in your business and set your business up like a business so that these things are possible for you. Remember, you guys don't have all-nighters, right, where you can just decide to extend your time in that way, right? So you need to get set up. You need to get these things done and out of the way. All right. Number 2, and this is really where we're going to spend some time. All right. What are the 1 to 3 things daily that will drive your business forward? You have to establish what those 1 to 3 things are that are going to drive your business forward. Okay. So number 1, we understand marketing is the priority in our business. Okay. Marketing is the priority. That's how we are going to generate leads. That's how we're going to become known. That's how we're going to get ourselves out of obscurity. That is how we're going to make money. Marketing is the priority. So the 1 to 3 things that you're focused on a daily basis while you're working your full-time job is you have to get your marketing in. All right. So number 1, when it comes to marketing, it's your platform marketing. So whatever platform you're choosing, getting that marketing done for the platform, right? Whether it's your YouTube, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, whatever platform you are choosing, is you have to get your platform marketing in for the day. What I love about these platforms now is that you honestly get to choose, right? So when I got started on YouTube in 2007, it was just uploaded content. There was no YouTube community. There was no YouTube Shorts. There was no YouTube Live. I don't even think we had analytics. All we could do was just upload content. So in my first 30 days, right, if I could go back and actually dig up my old laptop and pull up all of my old videos, I think I did anywhere between 28 to 30 videos in my first 30 days. Why did I do that? Well, what else was there for me to do? What else was there for me to do? I wanted to take the path of like the most direct path to get me to what I wanted. And so I figured getting out in front of people was the way that was going to happen. Same thing with y'all. Okay. And it's the same thing for everyone. Marketing is your highest priority. So out of the 1 to 3 tasks a day, right? Number 1 is going to be your platform marketing, right? How are you showing up? What are you creating? And what are you distributing on the platform for the day? You know, I have some colleagues and some people that I look up to that are also on YouTube, and I'm going to probably be all over the place because I'm feeling myself not following my notes exactly as it's written, but that's fine, right? You have to figure it out. You will hear people that will say, you know, you have to do 3 TikToks a day in order to grow, or you have to do, you know, 3 reels on Instagram in order to grow, or you have to do a reel and a carousel and 5 or 6 stories. You'll hear that, right? What I have found for me, right, with YouTube, we're talking about the time that we're in right now, is I leverage all the formats. Okay. I leverage uploaded content, live streaming, YouTube community, and YouTube Shorts. And what I found was that when I was trying to be very rigid, like I'm going to upload a piece of content every single day and I'm going to go live every single day and I'm going to do a short, what I realized was that when I started paying attention to my analytics and I started paying attention to the way my videos were taking off, and there were some times where videos didn't take off as much, and I actually learned how to gauge releasing my content and doing certain things based upon what my content was doing. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I feel so good with that. But I absolutely know that every single day, right, my little ticker shows that I am getting views, that there's awareness going on, that there's content that's actually being consumed, right? So part of this is figuring out. There is no recipe for success. I see people doing 3 TikToks a day. I see some people doing 1 TikTok a day and having success. I see people doing 3 reels a day on Instagram and having success. And I see some people doing a reel, a carousel, right, a day and having success, right? You really have to just decide to start doing and see what begins to happen. For most people that are brand new, you just really got to begin doing, right, volume marketing like we talked about yesterday. So like if I was brand new getting started and I was on YouTube, right, I would probably look to do anywhere between 3 to 4 videos a week, or let's just say 2 to 4 videos a week. And I would begin to then see, right, what's happening with that. All right. We'll talk about this a little bit later as well, right? But that's the most honest answer. If someone's truly being real with you, they can give you about like how much is it going to take, because everybody is different. Okay, everybody is different for a variety of different reasons. The algorithm reads our content all different. It does things it wants to do. And so you really just have to be open that I'm going to be prolific. I'm going to create at a high level, right? And I'm going to be open, right, to actually push out the content as I need to. So like as an example, I did a video the other day. I didn't upload it. I was going to upload it today, but based upon what I saw happening, I was like, I think I'll go ahead and I'll push it out tomorrow. Right? And that's what I'm going to do. But see, I created. That makes sense? I still created. Just because I didn't push it out doesn't mean anything. It's already created. And now I'm pushing it out based upon, right, what actually makes sense for what I know about my channel and what's going on. All right. So number 1 is your platform marketing. Okay. Think of that as a daily commitment. Number 2, okay. Remember, we're talking about 1 to 3 things, okay? Number 2 is email marketing, all right? Number 2 is email marketing. At a minimum, those are the 2 marketing strategies I would say you need to have set up and you need to begin building towards. All right. A video a day is what kicked off my business when I first got started. A video a day. That's all that I did. And a video a day allowed me to earn 28 sales in my first 30 days. All right. Like I said earlier, what else was there for me to do but to just get out there and begin creating my content? So I did it every single day. I didn't worry about burnout. I didn't worry about, am I doing it too much? I felt like that's what was expected. For the times that we were in, based upon what other people were doing, it's like I just began to follow people and I was just copying the right cats is what it felt like. Someone did a video on this, I would do a video on this. Someone did a video on this, I would do a video on this. So it's kind of like I was just kind of responding to what I saw other people doing, right? And so every day, right, I did a video. That's exactly what grew my business when I first got started. Email marketing is what kicked up my earnings. So in my first 30 days, I didn't know anything about email marketing or building a list. My second 30 days, right, about 45 days into my journey, I learned about email marketing. So I set up an email marketing, capture page and all that stuff in my business. And then email marketing, I started earning more because I had a space to actually communicate with those that maybe didn't buy, but opted in to learn more. And so I was able to share my journey and share how much money I was making and share my experiences. Okay. I hope you're writing these things down. You're working full time. You need as much leverage as possible. So can you see how doing videos, building my email list, and then emailing my email list as well, how I was building in leverage so I could do that? And I didn't expect at the time because I didn't know, but I had worked myself into a position, right, where I started making money. I started making money because of my efforts. All right. And then the third thing, right, that I did then, talking about myself, all right, was nightly community calls. And that amplified my results and it built my community. So those were hand on heart, the 3 things that I did to build my business while I was working a full-time job. Working a full-time job, I made money from day number 3 of being on the internet. And while working a full-time job, I got my income all the way up to right over $6,000 a month, working a full-time job. But from the beginning, I laid the foundation right. I knew the right things to begin doing. I knew where to put my energy and my effort, which was marketing, constantly getting and staying in front of people, right? Creating awareness, drawing people into my world. That was my only focus every single day. My goal was to get my business going. So I did the thing that seemed like a straight path to getting to the money. I want you to write down the way that you see your business, like what's the straight path to getting to whatever your financial outcome is, whatever that X amount of dollars a month is, or whatever your goal is. And you need to remind yourself every single day that nothing else matters. The only way you're going to make sales is if I do X, Y, Z. And that's what I basically told myself. I'm going to make sales by doing the videos. That's the only thing that I knew to do. Therefore, I did it. Okay. So you need to establish those 1 to 3 things, and those need to be your money-making priorities. Okay. So outside of going to work and your family obligations, when you're sitting down to work your business, my live streams are not your priority. Not your priority, because my live streams are not going to make you money. Your 3 money-making strategies, your 3 marketing activities, that's what's going to make you money. And your mindset should be, I'm not going to put my head down on the pillow tonight unless I know that I have marketing going on in my business. Right? When you're working a full-time job, you don't have time to miss days because it's really hard to make up those days. Like I said, you're likely not going to do an all-nighter. People that work full-time jobs, I see them struggle so bad. And here's the thing. The day and age that we're in right now, I don't understand why it takes people so long to get set up, especially when you have like the roadmap. If I would have had the roadmap, I would have been much like Veronica, and I would have been set up probably within days. She was set up within 3 weeks. I would have been set up within days. Do you know why I can say that with certainty? And that's not to make anyone feel any kind of way. Is because without that kind of help and having to learn HTML and having to do it all from scratch, when someone told me I needed a capture page back in 2007, I went out on Google. I gathered all my notes and my intel on how to put it together from scratch, and I got it up within a week. I had a money-getting system set up within a week from botched together instructions. No one here has to learn HTML or coding or any of those things. So really what it all comes down to is deciding to prioritize and basically decide your business is like a part-time job. And to be quite honest with you, when you're first getting started, the mindset that you have a business, I wouldn't even allow that to be my mindset. The mindset that I would have is that I am self-employed. I don't have the liberty, right, to just say like, I have a business that's right. No, we don't. You've got to put time in. Like it's a part-time job, like it's a second job. And unfortunately, the majority of people that get started online don't do that. Right? So you have to make your business a priority. So like as an example, if you said the 3 things I'm going to do on a daily basis is some kind of content on YouTube, I would begin to create my schedule, and I would begin to start doing. The example I was going to give of some people that I know is that like me, I have the things that I do. My schedule is different than other people I see. I see some people upload 1 piece of content a week, and they every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, they're in their YouTube community. And that works for them. I see other people that are a lot more heavy on the YouTube shorts, right? And they do their uploads, for what works for them. That's why I say everyone has to figure out what works for them. I do all 4, right? Live stream is pretty much what I do more than anything else. But now I'm to the point where my uploaded content is probably about 3 times a week is where I'm at right now. My shorts, it just depends. My last short got 6,000 views. Like I was like, how did that happen? And where did that come from? So I let that short ride. And now that's starting to die off. I'll do another short. So you see what I'm saying? Like I just give myself the opportunity to actually see what's working. And then I respond to what's working. And it's like I create as I'm just feeling everything out, if that makes sense. So figure out what your 1 to 3 money-making activities are going to be inside of your business. And that's what you do every single day. Okay? That's what you do every single day. All right? Anyone have any questions on that? Feel free to type in the live chat. I'm more than happy to answer questions around that. All right? Everyone has to pick their own platform. You got to figure out what formats you're going to use on that platform. I can tell you the formats for growth. All right? So on YouTube, shorts and uploaded content. Right? Shorts and uploaded content. If I had to prioritize it, I would put uploaded content in a higher priority than shorts. Because uploaded content is long form and you have the opportunity to build relationships and know, like, and trust because your content is long form. Where with shorts, if anything, you're going to get subscribers and maybe possibly you'll get people that opt in depending upon how you have your shorts set up. Okay, so that's my priority for growth on YouTube is uploaded content and shorts. All right, community and live streaming on YouTube is more of a community build. All right, on Instagram, it's definitely going to be your reels, and carousels are ranking real high up there with awareness as well. They're ranking higher than just posting content on Instagram or posting pictures on Instagram. Right? So order of priority on Instagram would be a reel. Like if I was on Instagram, I would probably do a reel every single day. And I would probably do a carousel every single day. And I would probably do between 3 to 5 stories every single day on Instagram. Why could I be certain I could do that? Because it's all short form content. And so even working a full-time job, I would find a way to get it all in. I'd find a way to get it all in. Okay. Hope you guys are writing this stuff down. All right. This is so important to know. TikTok. All right. There's just one way to really get discovered on TikTok, and that's actually doing your TikToks. All right. For the majority of the people that I either follow or I've connected with or that are rock stars on TikTok, almost all of them say like 3 TikToks a day is what got them to grow. Like that's what I just hear across the board from almost anyone that's like achieved anything great on TikTok. Okay. Now let me share this as an example. Because again, we all have to figure it out. Okay. A channel that's closely related to my channel, because YouTube told me, as a creator, she got started on TikTok. And she got to the point where she's like, I cannot do these 3 TikToks a day. And that's when she converted to long form content and then found her way on YouTube and absolutely exploded. Absolutely exploded. So you see, just because you start somewhere doesn't make you a loser because you decide that's not your platform. You don't know if it's your platform until you begin to do. And unfortunately, burnout, vibes, energy, feeling like it's your element, it all matters. This is not about, I don't feel like doing it. That's not the energy I'm talking about, where like I would not be able to sustain the TikTok or Instagram life. That's not me. Like this is my element, long form, conversational. This is my flow. Right? And I'm glad this is all that I knew getting started, because I just fell right into it. And I know it's harder for a lot of y'all now because there's so many things to choose from. You just have to pick, right? And you just have to begin to move in that way, right? And then figure out like what's going to work best for you. And that might mean switching platforms somewhere along the road, right? If the platform you started on is not for you. All right. And then for Facebook, all right, Facebook is definitely going to be Reels for growth. Facebook is really hard to grow your audience on. You've got to be intentional with growing on Facebook. All right. So Reels is how you're going to grow. And outside of Reels, your growth is going to come from you like introducing people to your Facebook by other channels, right? Or going into groups and doing the whole manual group strategy and getting people from groups over to your profile. All right. Again, just real talk. And then a great community build on Facebook would be your stories as well. All right. If you guys have any questions around that, let me know. All right. On Monday, again, for all community members, we're doing our first training hangout mastermind. Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's top of the funnel marketing masterclass. Top of the funnel marketing masterclass. So I'm going to be showing up to help each and every person, right, learn how to begin to master that, right, in a really, really big way, regardless of your platform that you're choosing. All right. When it comes to your 1 to 3 strategies, all right. Again, I want to keep the full-time worker in mind here. Be flexible. All right. When I got started, technology wasn't then what it is now. All right. And so unlike just having a phone, my husband bought me a flip cam so that I could record my videos on the go. And there were many instances where I was going to work at like dark 30. And I remember being in my car with the tripod up and my flip cam up. And I remember one video very vividly. I'm like, this is crazy that I am driving to work and it is dark. I couldn't even be seen in the video because it was dark. But I uploaded it because I wanted to prove a point. I wanted to get my message across. You see what I'm saying? I've always been about the messaging. I've shot videos, my lunch break in the car. I've shot videos in my car going to work. I've shot videos sitting in my car in Target parking lot, right? Because I got an inspired idea and I wanted to get it out. I was never unavailable for doing what I had to do because I understood that was my money play. I worried less about perfection because I didn't know anything about what was supposed to be perfect. And literally, like, I was that scrappy marketer. That was just all about, let me get the message out there. Let me do the video and get it out there. So you're not going to have the perfect work schedule necessarily when it comes to your business. Please write this down. I want you to get really, really comfortable with creating when you're inspired, especially when it comes to your short form content. Okay, couple of things. I'm going off a way different direction. I hope you guys are getting something from this. All right. So like as an example, with short form content, constantly on a daily basis, record 3 to 5 B-rolls a day. If you don't know what B-rolls are, just comment, what is a B-roll? And I'll explain it. Record 3 to 5 B-rolls a day, just as a habit. Right? Record yourself walking into work. Like your phone is down and you're recording your feet walking into work, right? If you do a morning workout, record, 13 to 15 seconds of your workout, or just record your workout and just snip it down. If you're having morning coffee, right? Shoot just a short clip of you drinking your morning coffee. If you're driving, put your phone up, right? And take a few seconds of you driving. On a daily basis, record 3 to 5 pieces of B-roll. Okay, B-roll, B as in boy. B-roll is like for my shorts as an example, like when I'm in yoga or when I'm at my whiteboard writing and there's text over it, that's B-roll. That's me recording that footage for the sake of a short. All right, so B-roll is just like take footage of you just doing life. All right, so like in my instance, I set up my lighting and I'm on my whiteboard. Right? Or I set it up and I'm typing, on my laptop. Right? But you can do B-roll of you, again, your phone is down on your feet as you're walking into work, prop it up while you're driving, prop it up while you're typing, right? All the things you guys seen people do when it comes to shorts and reels, 3 to 5 of those a day. Okay? 3 to 5. Why? Because when you get an inspired message, you have the B-roll to go ahead and put the text over it and to upload it. So as an example, so much of my content is inspired content. It comes from I don't plan it. The short that I just talked about, you guys, I got 6,000 views. That footage was from before Christmas. That was B-roll that I shot when I was at hot yoga. Right? And I had the idea of what I wanted to do. I found the music that would be perfect for what I wanted to. And I was like, oh, point of view at hot yoga, right? Wondering if people know. And then I just went on my thought. I wasn't at hot yoga that day, but that was footage. It was in fact a hot yoga B-roll, but it was from like a month and a half ago. So there are some days I don't want to set up my tripod to intentionally record B-roll. Therefore, sometimes my husband's driving, I'll just have my phone out the car as we're going over the bridge, right? Or we're in a really pretty setting, right? And I'll just have my phone out and I'll just record, right? The really pretty setting. That's all B-roll that you can use. All right, someone type brilliant. So get in a habit 3 to 5 of those a day just to have on your computer. Just to have on your phone. And then when you get an inspired idea, you already have the B-roll and you can just put the text over the B-roll, right, for your short or for your reel. All right? Because trust me, when you guys get in the marketing mindset and the marketing flow, especially y'all that work jobs, y'all should be inspired all day long. Point of view. Boss just asked if I can work overtime. I got to go home and I have a $10,000 a month business to build. You see what I'm saying? That's a reel. That's a short. You know what I'm saying? So it's like capitalizing on these thoughts that you guys have and putting them into content. For those of y'all that are going to flow more long form, make note of these feelings, these thoughts they're happening to you throughout the day. And make them into marketing messages to connect with your ideal people. Write this down. Don't focus on creating content. Focus more on documenting your journey and then sharing that as a form of content. Do you think if you work a full-time job and your ideal person works a full-time job and they're looking, there's someone that's looking to start making money online, and you do a video about how you had a really, really rough day at work, but you felt so awesome coming home knowing that you have a whole business to build, right? That's tracking $100,000 this year. Someone write that down. I just gave you a marketing play. What's your goal for the year? That's what you're tracking. You should be telling your ideal person that in your content. Today was a rough day at work, right? Or whatever the case may be. But it feels so amazing to know that I have a business that's tracking 6 figures this year, and I got to come home and spend a couple hours working it. Let me tell you the things that I do to build my business. Let me tell you how I got started. Someone that works a full-time job is going to identify with you. And those that begin to see themselves in what you're sharing, guess what? They'll be like, Veronica, where's that link again you talked about? How do I get that course that helped you get set up in 3 weeks? Where did you say you learned digital marketing and how to make money online? You never did this before? Oh, the description. Okay, let me go click it. There are people out there waiting to identify with you guys. Don't create content, document your journey, and share that as content. All right. And again, y'all, in the mentorship and stuff, a lot of our trainings over this first quarter is all on that. All right. So I definitely went a little bit deeper than I thought I was on this topic, but I want to be helpful. Okay. This is for anyone that wants to build momentum over first quarter, which means you've got to get your marketing butt in gear. Okay. You got to get your marketing butt in gear. All right. All right. So what would I do for my business to make sure I had a money getting system working for me ASAP? Let me know, you guys, has this been helpful so far? I love that, Veronica. You said you did a short similar to that. That's awesome. Okay. So this is what I would do. Okay. At a minimum. It may seem like a lot. It may seem like, oh my gosh, that's everything, but I'm going to explain why. All right. Remember, you're working a full-time job. You want your business working for you. So number one, capture page. Very simple. Okay. Capture page. Second thing, a video bridge page. Steph, why a video bridge page? Because you want to leverage another opportunity to connect with people that are opting in to learn more about you. All right. And I literally would leverage that video as, hey, I'm a full-time blank. I'm a full-time nurse. I'm building my business. In the evenings, I found this great course that is allowing me to learn. It's allowing me to earn. Bam. Right. Video bridge page. Okay. I like to call that my trusted advisor page. It's another page that allows me to build deeper know, like, and trust, and to connect a little bit further, right, with my person. Again, when y'all go to makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com, that's kind of like a reverse bridge page, because I have the video first, and then they can opt in to learn about the various course they want to learn more about. But it's another opportunity to actually connect and basically tell them like why I do what I do, right? And to usher them into, right, learning about whatever course they want to learn about. All right. Capture page. Why? You want to begin building your own email list. If you don't build an email list, then you're missing huge leverage. And when you're working a full-time job, you need that leverage. You want to be able to come home and have email marketing that you're also doing in your business, because that's going to be another source of income. Okay? You want to be able to follow up and connect and build know, like, and trust with those that have opted in. All right. Video bridge page. All right. And you guys that are in the mentorship, right, in my resources, I give you the share code for the capture page and the video bridge page together. All right. Number 3, scheduled email campaign. You're working full time. Okay. Every day might not be a fine day for you to actually sit down and draft out an email. Okay. Or as your email list is growing, Like maybe you decide not to email your list every single day. Maybe you never have a routine of emailing your list every single day like I do. Maybe your routine is less. But when you have a scheduled email campaign in place between 15 and 30 emails, it means every single time someone opts in for 15 to 30 days, they're automatically receiving emails from you every single day, hands off. Do you want sleep money? Do you want to make money while you're working? These are the kind of systems and plays that you install inside of your business to help you in doing that. Because every single one of those emails will go out on autopilot without you having to lift a finger once they're set up one time. And they work for you forever. They work for you for every single person that opts in. And every single one of those emails does something very, very powerful. It reinforces and it sells and it reintroduces and it builds deep know, like, and trust. And it sends them back over to your sales page to learn more about whatever it is that you're selling. So it's doing more of the indoctrination and the selling for you, even though you're at work. Okay. So I would have 15 to 30 of those emails set up. And again, as part of my community, I have you on that. I have the emails. All right. Number 4, clearly a sales page. Okay. If you're leveraging the roadmap, if you're leveraging Passive Profit Millionaire, the sales page is given to you. If you're leveraging the roadmap and you want my sales page, I give that to you as well for you to model, for you to edit. You have everything. Okay, the sales page is what's going to do all the explaining about whatever it is that you're selling. Right? On my Master Resale Rights store, those 11 products, they all have individual sales pages. So now that link is down below in all of my descriptions, people can buy those digital products, more evergreen, more passive income, because I took the time and set that up one time. And now it gets to work for me and earn for me every single day, forever. Number 5 is an order form, okay, where someone can put their debit or credit card in. And you guys, it's funny that I'm like breaking this down to you, but I kid you not, the amount of videos that I've encountered or I've done audits on, and in the description, do you know what it says? If you want to connect, email me. Where's the leverage in that? And the sad thing is, it's because a lot of people don't even know that setting up these simple systems is available for them. They think that if they give content out, that the reasonable reaction is to email me and we'll connect from there. But you guys, I get it. Because when I transitioned from my biz op days to my coaching business, do you know that's how I became a coach? People started reaching out to me asking if I coached, and I said, sure, I coach. I gave them a price. I invoiced them. When they paid me, then I'd be like, well, when's a good time for you? They would tell me, and then I would book them. I had nothing in place because I knew very, very little about that part of business. So I'm not knocking anyone. That's why I make sure I do overkill, to make sure people know, like, this is minimal viability. This gets you generating leads, building know, like, and trust, getting automation working for you, selling for you, making you money. And then number 6, fulfillment automatically being done. I don't lift a finger. I don't worry when someone buys from me because the fulfillment is completely done for me. The thank you page sends them where they need to go. Then I have an email that automatically goes out to them as well to make sure that they got all the information they needed and they didn't bypass the thank you page. So I don't have to worry about someone saying, Steph, I paid, but I got nothing. No, you got everything you needed, right? Why? Because I set up fulfillment systems. If I was working a full-time job, you guys, I would have this stuff set up. Number 1, I would be in the roadmap. It's without a doubt, without a doubt. And I can say this with certainty because I know how I got started. And I had to learn all this stuff from scratch. I had to learn this. I had to botch it all together. So if you were to tell me I could have had all this and understood all this, I would have been in without a doubt. And because I know how fast I took action, building everything from scratch, I can tell you with complete certainty that with over-the-shoulder training, walking me through step by step, if Jessica can do it in 24 hours with no experience, I know for a fact that I would have got this set up easily within a week, easily. And I would have been so stinking excited, right? To know that I was set up for success, that I could do my daily videos and know that I had a system working for me. I would be more amped to do my marketing, knowing that I actually had this system working for me. Okay. Any questions on that, you guys? You guys, full-time workers or anyone with limited time, you've got to build and leverage. You've got to maximize. Write this down. You've got to make it easy for people to pay you. If I have to email you to connect, you've already lost me. It's 2023. I'm not doing that. The most I will do is DM you for info if that's your flow on Instagram or TikTok. That's the most I will do. I expect to be able to go over to a profile or a link to get all the information I need because it's 2023. You have to make it easy for people to pay you when they establish they want what you have to offer. Because believe it or not, please write this down. People love to spend money. If they are eager to start a business, if they are eager to get their hands on the information, trust me, I don't know put it this way. When people buy from me, they thank me. Thank you so much for introducing this to me. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I dove in. This is amazing. They thank me for sending $500 my way. They thank me. They thank me when they send me $340 for Passive Profit Millionaire. They thank me. Believe it or not, people want to invest. So you've got to make it easy for people to pay you. Okay? So those are the elements that you need to get set up ASAP. All right? In the roadmap, no excuse. Get them set up. This training is there. Veronica, put no excuse because you knew nothing. Veronica, please put no excuse. So it comes from someone other than me. You have to make it a priority, though. That's it. It's not letting all of these other things get in the way. It's not letting, seriously, all of these other things. And then, oh, by the way, I'll make time for my business. Well, then your business will just make time for you, I guess. You make your business a priority, your business becomes a priority in all the areas that matter. All right. So every single day, my energy, okay, outside of work would be working my content and my marketing strategy as my number one priority. Did I do what I said I was supposed to do today for my business? I said I was going to do a short. Did I do the short? And am I satisfied with what I did? I said I was going to upload a piece of content. Did I upload that piece of content? Do I feel satisfied with the work that I did? Do I know that I moved my business forward? Do I know that I'm progressing? Am I confident, right, that success is certain based upon what I'm doing all through your action? Okay, number one priority. That's why you've got to get set up so you can get that out the way. And now all roads just lead to you marketing and sending traffic to your pages. Okay. Second priority, all right, would be any training or mentorship. All right. So any ongoing training, diving into the roadmap, honing skills, beginning to master skills, joining me on my live streams. Y'all, this is not your priority. All right. So for anyone building your business, if you do this over getting your content out, you have it backwards. Like I appreciate it. And I do get such good feedback from y'all that are like, Steph, we're going live tonight, right? You guys don't know how many times, like Veronica is one example for sure, right? She's like we'll be chatting and she'll be like, I'll see you at 9 tonight. And sometimes I'm like, girl, I wasn't gonna go live, but I'm like, well, I guess I'm going live now because Veronica's looking forward to it. I'm not even joking. So many times people are like, I'll see you tonight. And I'm like, I wasn't going to go live, but I guess I'm going to go live now. And I love that. But this is not putting money in your pocket directly. Okay. You can't do this and then say, well, I was too tired because Steph's a chatty Cathy. No, that's who I am. But guess what? There's always drive time. There's always the replay. There's always, Saturday morning cartoons, right? Like there's always a time where you can come back and watch this, Your highest priority is getting discovered. Write that down. I need you to start really understanding what marketing is. Your highest priority is getting discovered, coming out of obscurity. One more person knowing about you today than knew about you yesterday. Until that becomes thousands of people that are discovering you today that didn't know about you yesterday. When you understand that's what marketing is, and that's how the money can flow to you faster, you realize that's where the priority is. Don't use training, mentorship, live streams as an excuse to procrastinate. Okay, from here moving forward, you know your marketing, your discovery systems is a priority. All right. I already talked about how everyone's going to be different. You guys, this is why I really do encourage the mentorship. All right. And again, you might be out there listening and you're not even considering the roadmap. You're not even considering what I'm doing. But I beg you, do not go at this all by yourself. Because when I say everyone's going to be different, what I can tell you is that me having the ability to be in a lot of my members' ear because they elect to be mentored, I'm able to help them. Sometimes it's talking them down. Sometimes it's talking them up. Sometimes it's talking them through. Sometimes it's clarifying what it is that they're doing. And believe it or not, when you're getting started, you really do need that. Because when you don't know how to really read what's happening, read what's going on, right, you might miscalculate or misjudge, right, and make a really big error in what you're doing. Like you might decide to take yourself off the mark when you were like right there with it. So everyone's going to be different with what they do and how they navigate the formats and how often, all of those things. So you have to be flexible because unfortunately business is not linear. Success is not linear. It's not just I'm guaranteed success because I'm going to do a video every single day. No, there might need to be adjustments. Okay. So you have to decide to just start doing and pay attention to. Write these things down. Okay. The doing is the big thing. Unlike 2007, I don't even think we had YouTube analytics. Remember I told you all that? I don't think we had all that. I know we didn't have keyword research tools. I just had to like think in the mind of my person and create content that I thought they would look at as an answer or a solution to what they were typing in. That's literally how I thought. Those of y'all that know me, do you see why I get so frustrated? Because I feel like y'all have business handed to you on a silver platter. I so do. But at the same time, I get it because it feels overwhelming. Like it feels like you're going to choose wrong. And so in that aspect, I get it too, which is probably why I do what I do. Right? But you do have so much at your disposal to decide not to take action though. So you have to decide to just start doing. Okay. Be okay with, I'm getting out there and being scrappy. I'm going to upload the video every single day. Whatever it is, just do. All right. And then pay attention to these things. Number one, what is happening? Okay. What is happening based upon what you're doing? Okay. Views, engagement, audience growth. So audience would be your subscribers growing or your friends growing on Facebook or your followers growing on Facebook or your followers growing on Instagram or your followers growing on TikTok. All right. So pay attention to what is happening based upon what you're doing. Okay. Number two, okay. Pay attention to where it's happening. Okay. So when I say where it's happening, if you're uploading a bunch of content as an example, and you're like, I'm not getting any views, we know there's a problem, right, with your actual content. See, what a lot of people will do is they'll say, Steph, I've uploaded 30 videos and I've not made one sale. Do you see how they're already looking at it wrong? Because that's so far removed from the content. So if someone says I've uploaded 30 pieces of content and I've not made one sale, and I come and look and I'm like, well, your videos aren't getting any views. The problem's not that people don't want to buy. It's the fact that people aren't even being introduced to your business because no one's watching your content. So you have to pay attention to where things are happening inside of your business so that you begin to understand where there's breakdowns. You can begin to understand where good things are happening, and you can make course corrections. You can change things. You can figure out what's happening, right? So that you can alter, fix, edit, that kind of thing. All right. I talked about this earlier. Okay. You also have to pay attention to how you are feeling to avoid burnout. Okay. Like I said earlier, maybe a different strategy will need to be attempted. Like maybe your energy is not a match for a certain kind of content. And I can speak from experience. Right. So you have to pay attention to that. And it's not about, don't use it as an excuse because you're growing weary. But instead, like, no, really recognize, like, no, like doing 3 TikToks a day, like my lifestyle does not support it. My energy does not support it. Like I do it and it's not the thing for me to do. Right? I would rather just turn on my camera and riff. So I want you to pay attention to that as well. Because I don't want that to be the thing where you're like, I tried TikTok for 30 days. Well, you tried TikTok and boohoo 30 days, but maybe it's just TikTok. Right? Maybe there's another marketing format or strategy that worked better for you. Important for you guys to know these things. All right. And again, along with how you're feeling, where and how are you vibing? You guys, I can't emphasize this enough. Earlier, I talked about leveraging times when you're high, right? Not high. Leveraging times when you're up high, leveraging times when you're vibing, leveraging times when your energy is on point and on high, leveraging times when you're crazy inspired, leveraging inspiring moments and thoughts, capitalizing on those for creation versus saying 3 p.m. every day, I get off work, I'm home by 4, I sit down at by 4:15, I'm cutting a video. Good luck on that high vibe video because you might discover that you're better, like you might wake up first thing in the morning and feel so crazy inspired. Or let's say you wake up in the morning and you have a workout routine. And after your workout, you're like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I just want to say something. Well, that might be a great time for you to do some stories or a great time to knock out short form content. Do you see what I'm saying? So you've got to pay attention to yourself. And it's not like the scheduling comes first. It's more of the awareness of what has to be done that comes first. And then you pay attention to yourself and your lifestyle and figure out how to fit it in. Y'all, that's the most truest answer I can give you when it comes to making this all work. Because believe it or not, we all do have times of the day, right, that are just better for us, that we feel better. And if you're one of those people that you work out, you might establish that right after a workout, you're like, I have so much to say because I had so much on my mind, or maybe your workout music pumped you up, or maybe the caffeine that you drank prior to your workout pumped you up. And maybe that's the time that I'm going to riff. So maybe you become known as the person where your videos are in, like, for men, in a tank top, right? Because you're fresh out of your workout. Right? Or for ladies, maybe your videos, right? You become known as a lady, that you're in your workout shirt, or you're in a messy bun in a sweatshirt. Because you're like, I'm not going to get myself out of this element to get all pretty. Right? I'm always pretty though. Aren't you always pretty, ladies? Right? You always pretty, right? But I'm not going to get all dolled up to then feel like, well, what was I going to say? I lost my inspiration. I would rather much be known as, oh yeah, she always cuts her videos right after her workout. And guess what? Without even trying, you become known as that person, that woman who. And guess what? Because your content is in crazy more magnetic, your business just naturally takes off because your content begins to land, begins to connect. Just making sense, right? This is making sense. Oftentimes, you'll hear people say, like, schedule, that's fine. But if you're not paying attention to yourself and you're trying to do things where you're not at your optimal, again, good luck, right? You want to be at your optimal. So pay attention to those things and allow your daily money-making activities, right, to learn how to put them into your lifestyle. That might mean that you're not sitting down and knocking out everything together. It might look like, doing short form piece of content, right after workout. It might mean putting up your camera on your drive time and busting out a longer form piece of content as you're driving and just riffing, right? It might mean sitting down, having your sandwich at lunch, right? And then doing a quick, a couple of stories, or posting on YouTube community, or doing a post for Facebook and sharing your thought for the day. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how did I just take away like any excuse you could have? Because maybe you've been thinking you've got to be too professional about this and have like office hours. Like I sit down and these are my 3 hours. Doesn't have to be that way. Okay. People love like reality. They love like being in the midst of your life with you. So let them be. Right. And talk about the matters that matter to you and your ideal person and call them in. I wish that was advice. Like I would have really, I had to create that for myself. And I did it because I had to make it work. But over the years, I tried to be more of the, block everything in, schedule everything in. And I'm telling you, my content is always the best when I respond to inspiration. And the biggest thing and I feel like I'm being repetitive here, but I feel like I need to say this again. The biggest thing you can do is really pay attention to when you have the ideas and to create when you have it. Not, well, I already did a video for the day, so I'm not going to do another one. I'll just write down the idea and do it tomorrow. Sometimes the energy is not the same, right? And there's not many people that flow as long as I do. So sitting down and taking, 5 to 10 minutes to riff on an inspiring idea, it's well worth it to know you already have that content. And then tomorrow or the next day, you already have your piece of content to create. You don't have to sit down and intentionally batch your content. But if you really allow yourself to be aware of when you have these ideas and you create when you have them, then you will always have content, right? More often than not, you will have your supply of content to push out there. Don't look for someone to tell you, it takes this, this, and this. Know what you have to do. Know what your obligation is to your business. Know what you said you would do for the week as an example, and find a way to get all of those elements in throughout the week. You'll feel so much better. Your content will be so much better, right? And you'll feel good because you're making everything work together. All right. And then one thing I do want to encourage you to do early on, and this is something you guys, so y'all in mentorship, right? Well, y'all in the community, period. We're going to even have a masterclass on this first quarter. I encourage you guys, write this down, to learn how to look at your analytics early in your business. Look at your platform analytics and understand what's going on the platform. So YouTube analytics, Facebook analytics, TikTok analytics, and Instagram analytics. I don't know if Facebook really has analytics for a profile, but TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube for sure for your platform. And I think Pinterest has analytics as well. And then analytics for your actual funnel, like your marketing system, right? What's most important though is your top of funnel analytics when you're getting started. I want to encourage you to start looking at those things and learning about them earlier in your business. Because what I'm experiencing now is the fact that I'm actually treating YouTube like a business. And that's why, what did I share last night, y'all? That in all of 2023, right? My channel got anywhere between 38,000. YouTube said 38,000, so we'll go with it, right? They got 38,000 views. In the past 28 days, I've already gotten 18,000 views. I was telling my husband the same thing I told y'all last night that were with me. By second quarter, my business could be doing the same amount of views in 1 month that it took all year to do when I wasn't treating my YouTube like a business. And if I'm able to earn in 1 month what I earned all year from those views, y'all, I want you to cling close, because all the mistakes that I made in my business, even as someone that's done really, really well, like I'm realizing how good it can really, really be when you learn how to really treat your business like a business and you decide to geek out on this stuff that really does make a difference. And so that's why I had to throw in that bit. I encourage you to start learning about the analytics of your platform sooner versus later. And it's so much bigger than just how many views is each video getting. YouTube is amazing at really letting you know what's going on and where it's going on and celebrating your successes and your wins and all of those kind of things. And then when you start equating, okay, 38,000 views made me this amount of money in 2023. So if I can get 38,000 views in 1 month, right, and the money follows, well, what are we doing here? Or what have I been waiting for all this time? It's because I didn't know and I didn't care. I was lazy. Can I just say it, y'all? I was lazy. I don't want you guys to make these kind of mistakes. I sincerely want to help you guys shorten your learning curve so that you can shorten the curve that it takes you to begin earning very significantly. I really hope that you're getting that and you feel that. All right. So I'm going to give the call to action again. Like, if you know you need to learn and develop your digital marketing skills and your online business skills, I encourage you to take action, right? Literally on the digital marketing course that changed everything for me. This digital marketing course made me grow up. It made me put my own life vest on. It made me pay attention to my own business. It made me get serious about the things that I wasn't serious about or that I was lazy about. And it turned my business around. You guys, business, right? It's all skill. Business is numbers. Your money is just math. Do you see how I don't have to, and I talked about this yesterday, but I'm saying it again today for anyone that's new. I don't have to sit here and play these games of I'm worthy of earning or these manifestation games. We manifest good, bad, whether you try to or not. We're always manifesting, period. You don't work to manifest, okay? You manifest. Whatever you have right now, you manifested that. What you need to focus on is making better decisions so you manifest more of what you want. Well, when you learn things like your analytics and you can equate views to money, and then you shorten you condense time frames. So instead of it taking me a year to do all those views, now I'm learning how to do those views in shorter periods of time. And guess what? I'm gone from having a trickle of leads, y'all, where I'm like 10, 20, right? 20 plus leads a day from YouTube. It's all very intentional. It all follows each other. One thing begats another. And what I love about it is this is not a fluke. This isn't something, this is repeatable. This is something I can build upon because I understand what's happening, where it's happening, and how I can create the kind of content to help YouTube help my business even more. Y'all, this is what you need to grow your online business. For anyone, I'm going to give a call to action to my peeps for a second. For anyone that has the roadmap, right, or Passive Profit Millionaire, doesn't matter which one, whatever one you believed was going to be the program for you, if you focus on getting set up and you have not been made better because of the information, you've missed the mark. You've missed the mark. Get set up, yes, without a doubt. But then your next priority is beginning to learn so that you can begin taking action, so you can begin to hone, so you can move in place of mastery. And there's been so many people that have admitted that they just got set up and they just started doing. It doesn't get you anywhere fast. Your business just keeps kind of piddling along. You don't want that. Okay? That's my charge for y'all that are already in. Okay? Get set up. If you've been here too long, you're not set up, get set up. Get set up. Get set up. And then pick your platform. Allow the training to help you pick your platform and teach your platform. And then get your marketing strategy in order. All right? Prioritize your business and start doing money-making tasks every single day until your marketing begins to be a well-oiled machine. For those of you guys out there not in yet, you're wanting to start making money online. This is where you need to be. Because you've got to develop the skills. You've got to learn the business of online business. You got to learn all this stuff. And if you don't feel like you have a business idea, the course can be your first digital product that you can actually sell. And what's so beautiful about it is that you get to earn significantly every single time that you sell it. So unlike a lot of things that are out there where they just give you an opportunity, but you don't learn, in this instance, you get to learn and you get to develop your skills and you get set up for online business success all over the shoulder. And you get to turn right back around and sell the course as your own. This is not affiliate marketing. You actually own the course. You can download it to your computer so that you have it forever. But there's already provisions in place for you to simply sell the course, and the fulfillment, the deliverability, it's all handled for you. And you earn 100% profits. And then you can leverage what you learn in the course to grow your business even more. That's where my Master Resale Rights store came from. Is that I realized how much I love Master Resale Rights, how much I love the idea of helping people get set up quickly. And I decided that I wanted to be a resource and a complete light to people that want to learn how to make money online, and they want to learn how to do it simply. They want to simplify the entire process. So I've created opportunities in my business where people get to learn, and I'm not just selling them information, right? But whenever they invest into something to learn, they are instantly given the opportunity to resell whatever they've invested in. They can learn from the roadmap, resell it. They can learn from PPM, resell it. All of the digital products on my store, they can learn from, they can use it for their business, and they can resell it. Y'all, that's what it's about for me in 2024. That's what I'm standing for in my business. If you can get down with that, if you're ready, type it. I'm just curious. If you're here live, right, and you're ready, I would love to know if you're ready, right? And if you don't want to type it in, that's fine too. I want to encourage you to go down to the description, right, and get in. Why do I want you in? Because I want to help you really get a jump for first quarter. When you get started by January 11th, you're also going to get free mentorship in my community for all of first quarter. All right. On Monday, we're doing our first training session, our first mastermind, our first master session, right? And it's all about the top of your funnel. It's all about the marketing at the top of your funnel, right? Which is where every single one of us needs to really, really be focused, right? Brilliant way to get started. So you get mentorship, you get support every single week, office hours that you can pop on, ask questions, get guidance, get feedback, have conversation with other members along with myself, right? You get the help and you get the support so that you're not in business all by yourself. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I don't have to do any of this extra stuff. I do it because number one, I've realized with working with people, what a benefit it is, right, to have someone that can help you shorten your learning curve by sometimes simply just answering a very quick question or providing a little bit greater insight or detail into what someone is thinking about doing. And also just the confidence to know that you do have someone there. I have brand new people that get started. They hop on Tuesday and they have like 5 or 6 questions. I'm able to help them just like that. And the fact of the matter is we always have questions. And sometimes we'll put off the questions, or we'll try to find the questions, or we'll just stay lost because we don't have anyone there. That doesn't have to be anyone's dilemma, right? With what I offer inside of our community. All right. So I really hope that today has helped you, right, with understanding how to focus and prioritize your business so that even if you're working full time, you can make this very manageable. If this were me in your shoes getting started or hearing this, my biggest takeaway would be, oh, I just got to make time to make it all work. I just got to make time to do whatever my platform marketing is. And even you guys, even the email marketing. For those of you guys that are on my email list, do you realize probably, and I email every day, right? So I have my email sequences that automatically go out. And then I email every day as well. Do you know my email broadcasts, probably 90% of them are from my phone. From my phone. So literally no excuse. Right? Business and technology, it's just made it so easy for each and every one of us to always get it in. Eat your sandwich at lunch, send an email to your list. Eat your sandwich at lunch, rip out a very quick short or quick reel. Eat your sandwich, go to your car, shoot a 5 or 10 minute video. Priority. And then when you come home, do your uploads or do your scheduling or whatever has to be done. I really hope this has helped you. All right, if you're ready to get started, go down below in the description, makemoneyonlinewithsteph.com. Decide to get started with either of the courses. Again, there's an amazing bundle deal where when you decide to get started with both courses, you also get all of the 10 products that are in my Master Resale Rights store right now. So it gives you the opportunity and the ability to set up a store just like that if you desire, and or sell the digital products however you want to sell them inside of your business, because every single product comes with Master Resale Rights as well as private label rights, meaning you can completely rebrand them. You can change them. You can put your own links in there. So it's beyond just Master Resale Rights, but you also get to rebrand it and make it completely your own. All right. And when you get the bundle, guess what? One of the products, the Done For You Digital Business Master Guide, actually as a bonus gives you my store template as a bonus. As a bonus. All right. If you have any questions, right, feel free to get the information in your hands down below in the description, and then feel free to email me if I can answer any questions and help you in getting started. Again, get started by the 11th to lock in your mentorship for all of first quarter. You guys, right now, write this down. We have 88 days left of first quarter. You don't have all first quarter. You have 88 days. How are you going to make the most of them? If y'all were focused on 3 pieces of content a day for the next 88 days, for anyone that has not gotten started, y'all, 264 pieces of content that could be leading people back to your business. 264 pieces of content allowing people to discover your business, your brand, your messaging. Is that perspective or what? Don't let a day go by, because you never know which day that bomb piece of content is going to be created that just might take off and or explode your channel and or connect with that person that's ready to get started right now. That's the way I want you to think, right, about what you do on a daily basis, is that you just never know. So because you never know, you show up and you do in abundance. I hope you guys are leaving better. All right, take action, take charge. And I look so forward to welcoming you as a new member when you decide to get started. And I look so forward to seeing you inside of our community as well. You guys have an amazing night. Bye-bye.